Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. All right, so heading back home after being at the studio. Just interesting day. I took a class, did some workouts, and then a member wanted to come in and talk to me and about some stuff. And it was a little odd. She wanted to make sure that I was going to be there so that I was present and so she didn't miss me. So made me a little nervous because it's pretty rare that members want to speak to me in person and that I would be present. And so it's just a little bit odd. But had a good convo, went for like an hour and a half, pretty good amount of time. And the style that I like to have, those more deeper convos where I can tell something is bothering someone, I try to just be very attentive, very engaged, be involved, hear what they're saying, and let them finish their sentence. It seems goofy, but in my head, I want to wait until I get that period or question mark at the end of the sentence. So as tempting as it is to jump in and be like, oh, I know right what you're saying, or that's exactly how I feel, just to wait until I get to the end. Unless there's a pause and I can tell they're still in thought, I like to insert a validating comment oh yeah, or yep, just something to validate I'm tracking with what they're saying and I'm present and I'm here. And at the end, it's something I genuinely do, but I guess I make sure that they see it too. I want to show that I am actively listening. So I've got a notebook, I carry it with me where I go, and if it makes something I can tell is very important, and it's a bullet point, and it's been a convo, and I've just been listening, nodding my head, and I can tell they said something that they care very much about. I say, oh wait, let me grab my notebook. I want to make sure I write this down correctly. And just to show hey, I care, I listen, I'm involved. Just that it's very meaningful and intentional. And so it shows that I'm listening. I'm not trying to be defensive. I'm not trying to be right. I'm taking in what they're putting out. And I may agree with it. I may disagree with it. But at least I am going to receive what they're verbally trying to communicate. And some stuff was new for me. I didn't realize this could be happening or that this is not happening. But to least jot down, all right, so this is what I'm hearing. It's that this is something that we're not doing very well at the studio. Is that the case? Am I hearing okay? The right thing? And I want them to agree, yeah, Nathan's hearing it the right way. Nope, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it more like this. Okay, cool. I will write down what you are trying to say. It's hard to be combative or debate a bowl when you're in understanding mode. And I'm just pausing there because there's so many stakeholders, so many people that want to be heard. It can be members, instructors, management team, some folks that are thinking about the gym happens on your own headspace. And it may happen at 6 o'clock in the morning. It may be happening at 6 o'clock at night. It may be happening in the middle of the day. But if you fire off a text to someone or a message or a Facebook post or something, it's happening on your own time, which is fine. But it also means the people that you're hoping are receiving that they're turned on in that moment to receive that message as well. When I say turned on, I mean engaged and ready to receive that communication. That means you're working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and everywhere in between, regardless of your personal life, your professional life, your home life. It's hard to set boundaries and to not have your personal life dragged into it. And sorry, I'm just yawning right there. Oh man. And leaning into problems and not running from them. I had a a paranoia thought as to like, hey, why would this person be coming in? I had a paranoid thought as to what the intention would be. And something that someone said to me when I expressed I had that uncertainty, a little bit of nervousness, they said like, hey, you can't run from your problems. You gotta just face them head on. You just gotta go for it. You gotta face it head on. You gotta take the L if you take the L, but no hiding. And I think that was rather appropriate. And so, goodness, all over the place. So that's where we're at. And man, it's just a busy day. Just so much going on. Yeah, I'll just pause there. Nothing new to add. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.